So very good morning to all of you, my dear students. I hope all of you are doing good, okay, and safe at your place. So yesterday we had a class and we have started the chapter components of food. I hope all of you have your books with you. On page number 8 and 9, we were reading. So what I told you yesterday, okay, but before that, let me just discuss about holidays homework. So yesterday was the day to send your holidays homework, but still all the students have not sent their holidays homework. Okay, and the way you have done it is, I can't say it's improper, but some students have not understood only that how to do it. You had to paste the labels. Some have only made the drawings with pen or pencil and they have colored it, but that was not to be done. What you had to do is you had to cut the labels and paste them, and then you had to write about the nutritive information, the carbohydrates, proteins, fats which are present in that food item. They are not the ingredients. Some have written ingredients and then written carbohydrates, fats, proteins. These are not the ingredients. What are they? Yesterday I told you. What are they? What are these carbohydrates, fats, proteins?
Bodybuilding.
What are they?
Nutrients.
Yes,
Nutrients.
Nutrients.
yes, that is present in any item, and these are the nutrients which are present in the ingredients of the food. Okay. So ingredients are different. Ingredients are the things which we use to make the food, and those ingredients, they contain these nutrients which are carbohydrates, fats, proteins. Okay, these are not the ingredients. These are the nutrients which are present in the ingredients in the food items. Clear? So please clear yourself, and you could have asked me while doing it also that ma'am how to do it. But anyways, you had done it the way you understood. That's fine. And then yesterday I shared one assignment also with you. 3 questions were there. Quickly, let's discuss those and then we will move ahead. So what was the first question? Can anyone tell me?
Ma'am, what is
What is a meal?
Yes. Okay. Manat will give the answer. What is a meal?
A portion of food eaten at one time as breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes, very good. A portion of food eaten at one time as breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It comprises of 2 or 3 food items, not only one. Then what was the second question? Ashita?
Ma'am, may I?
Ashita. Okay, Soham. Second question was define nutrients
Ma'am,
and
may
what
I?
are the different types of nutrients. Answer will be taken.
May I?
Anmol, give the answer.
The substances present in the food that give us energy for the repair and growth of the body.
Yes.
Different types of nutrients are carbohydrate, fats, minerals, vitamins, roughage, and water.
Yes, water, roughage also. Very good. Third question was, why do we eat different varieties of food? I told you. Why do we eat different varieties of food?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Soumya. Soumya.
Ma'am, we eat different varieties of food because different food has different types of nutrients.
Yes, very good. And our body requires these nutrients in proper amount. Okay. So we need to have all the nutrients in our diet so to have a balanced diet. So what is balanced diet? That also we will study in this chapter. Fine. So I think till now where we have covered, so you people have understood. That's good. So now come to page number 9. All of you open up page number 9. So yesterday I told you what is a meal, what are nutrients, and what are the different types of nutrients. Now what we are going to do is a very interesting thing. That is, we are going to test these nutrients in the food items. You know, is there any way that can we check the amount of nutrients, whether the nutrient is present in the food or not? So there are certain tests, there are certain experiments which we can do to check the presence of that particular nutrient in the food item or not. So what are these tests? So three tests are there in your syllabus, that is starch test. So three tests we will do. Starch test, protein test, and fats test. Okay, so three nutrients. Starch. What is starch? Does anyone know what is starch? Have you heard of this word starch?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
yes.
yes.
What is starch then?
Ma'am, it is
It is what? Anyone? Does anyone know what is starch?
ma'am carbohydrate.
Yes, very
Tasteless
yes. So what?
Ma'am, the sugars in the carbohydrates.
Yes. So we have read that types of nutrients. We have carbohydrates. Okay, we have fats, proteins, then vitamins, minerals. Okay, so these are the different nutrients that we know. But starch is a kind of carbohydrate. There are two types of starch. One is sugar and starch. Okay, so what is starch? Starch is a type of carbohydrate only. So carbohydrates are of two types, sugars and starch. So carbohydrates are simpler form which can be digested easily, but starch is a complex form of carbohydrate. Understand? Okay, so you know what are these nutrients made up of? They are made up of some molecules which are bound together. Okay, कुछ molecules होते हैं that you will study in higher classes. Which molecules are there? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. So all these molecules, they are bound together and then they make a big molecule. So these carbohydrates, they are simpler. Okay, they do not contain so many molecules, but starch is a complex carbohydrate, which is a long molecule which contains so many molecules that are bound together. Okay, so that is a starch. So starches, you can say all starches are carbohydrates, but all carbohydrates are not starch. Understood or not? Or confused? Tell me.
Ma'am, understand.
You understood the difference between carbohydrate and starch?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, starch is a type of carbohydrate, but it is a complex form of carbohydrate. Okay, it does not get digested easily. It is a long molecule, big molecule of compounds which are bound together. So starch is complex form of carbohydrates. It is written in your book also. See the last line on page number 9. So after nutrients, two paragraphs, they are only telling about that we can test, do all food contains all these nutrients. With some simple methods, we can test whether cooked food or raw ingredient contains one or more of these nutrients. The test for the presence of carbohydrates, proteins and fats are simpler to do as compared to the test for other nutrients. So we will perform these three tests: starch test, protein test and fats test. So for carrying out these tests, you will need solutions of iodine, copper sulfate and caustic soda. So when we will be doing these tests, so that time I will be telling you about these solutions. Okay, these chemicals, these are available in the laboratories. Okay, but you have to handle them very carefully. If you were in the school in the regular classes, so I could have taken you to the laboratory and we could have done it and I could have shown you physically. Okay, but still I will show you. I have the chemicals with me and I will show you how to do it. Then you will also need a few test tubes and a dropper. Try these tests on cooked food items as well as raw materials, and then record the observation. So out of these 3 tests, you know, we used to do the activities after the paper. Yes, who?
Ma'am, the chemicals are not visible.
Chemicals are not visible because right now I am not showing you. Okay, so I'll show you when we will be doing the tests, then I will be showing you. Okay, so you will need solutions of iodine, copper sulfate and caustic soda. So when we will be performing these tests, then I will be showing you. Okay, so then they say, see the last paragraph. And before that, this line is very important. See what they have written. You can conduct the test either with these or any other available food items. Do these tests carefully because I will be doing this. So you have to watch me carefully and do not try to eat or taste any chemicals. Okay, these are the instructions we used to give to the students when they come to the laboratory physically. Okay, because these chemicals are very harmful, they could damage your health. So any time they could not be these should not be tasted. Okay, if the required solutions are not available in ready-made form, your teacher can prepare them as follows. So some chemicals are ready to use, means we just take the bottle and we use it. But some chemicals are very concentrated. Concentrated means their power is very strong. So we have to dilute them by mixing with water. Clear? Two forms are there of chemicals, dilute form and concentrated form. This you should know. Chemicals are present in two forms. One is concentrated form and one is dilute form. So concentrated form is strong chemical and dilute form is we are making it weak so that the effect is not that strong. Clear? Like some acids are there which are present in the laboratory. So we are not using them as it is. They are concentrated form, means they are very strong. If they could, if any of the drop will fall on your skin will burn. Okay, so they have to be diluted by mixing with water and then they are used. Yeah, that you will study in higher classes how to handle these strong chemicals. So then they have written, see the last paragraph on page number 9. Let us begin by testing different food items to see if they contain carbohydrates. So the first
मैम
test,
कोई
what?
मैम कोई बार अपने आप को मैम somebody is unmuting themselves and not letting them show the board.
Nobody is
I'm
unmuting.
not able to show the board.
Okay, wait.
मैम
मैम जो आपने डिल्यूट लिखा है ना, वो आपके उधर मैम लाइट की तरफ से ना मैम शाइनिंग हो रहा है बोर्ड, इसके मैम दिख नहीं रहा। मैं यहाँ पर डिल्यूट है।
Just wait. My video is already highlighted now. You cannot
मैम
see
ये
anyone
पीछे
else.
आपने
What?
मैम
What happened? What is the problem? Tell me.
मैम जहाँ पर डिल्यूट लिखा है पीछे अपने बोर्ड में मैम, वो उधर साइड में मैम आपने क्या नीट लिखा है मैम,
It
वो
is weak.
शाइनिंग की तरफ से
Weak, I am telling you now. It is weak. W-E-A-K. The opposite of strong is weak. You know that. Okay. Dilute means we are making it weaker for the action to do it. So see the last line, the main carbohydrates. So the first test that we will be performing is carbohydrate test, or we can also call it starch test. Okay, there are many types of carbohydrates. The main carbohydrates, underline this line on page number 9. Just above activity 2, it is written, the main carbohydrates found in our food are in the form of starch and sugars. So what are these starch and sugars? These are the types of carbohydrates. Yes, Himalesh? Monish, mute yourself. So two types of carbohydrates are there, starch and sugars. Okay, I told you sugars are the simpler form of carbohydrates and starches are the complex form of carbohydrates. So the first test, let us do. Activity 2, test for starch. So what do we require for doing this? What they have written, take a small quantity of a food item or a raw ingredient. Now see, can you see in the picture which raw ingredient have they taken? What have they taken?
Potato.
Yes,
Potato.
I also have a potato. Okay, so I have a potato and I have a knife also. I'm going to cut it into half. Shall I cut it?
Ma'am, yes.
Yes.
Ma'am, are we doing the experiment?
Okay, so I have cut the potato into half. Why I have taken potato only? Can you tell me? Why in this activity we are taking potato only?
And there is lot of starch in
There is
potato.
lot of
There is a lot
Very
of
good.
starch in
So
this.
you should know that what are we testing? We are doing the test for starch, and potato is a rich source of starch. Clear? Now see what they say, take a small quantity of a food item. I have taken or a raw ingredient, put 2-3 drops of dilute iodine solution on it. So I have brought from the laboratory. I have already made it dilute. Okay. So this I have taken from the bottle of iodine. Okay, iodine is a big bottle, so I have not brought the full bottle, and that was a concentrated one. So that is black in color. So I have put some of the iodine in the beaker. This is called a beaker. Okay, this is a beaker, and this is what it is called. Can you tell me?
Dropper.
Yes, so this is a dropper. So what I have done, I have taken 2 or 3 drops of iodine. First I have put 2-3 drops of iodine in this, and then I have added water in this. Why I have added water in this? To make it,
Dilute.
to make it dilute, because otherwise it is in concentrated form, means it is in strong form, but we do not need that strong. So we can make it dilute by mixing water in it. So this is my iodine solution, and this is my item which is to be tested for starch. So I am going to put drops of, you can say, okay, I will put some drop on the potato. I'll take the iodine solution in the dropper, okay, and I will put it on the potato. It will take some time for some color to come. Now, can you tell me which color it will become? The potato will become
Purple.
blue black, and yes, and you can see that it has started becoming blue black. After some time you will see. So because it will take some time for the action to take place, the iodine will react with the starch of the potato and it will turn into blue black. So I have just put the iodine on the whole of potato surface. Now let it settle down for some time and I'll show you after some time. It has started changing color. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so why the color is light? Why the color is light? Because I have used dilute. I have used dilute iodine. If I would have used concentrated, so immediately in a second it would have turned into blue black. But I have not taken because concentrated chemicals are dangerous to handle also. Okay, if it touch your skin, so then it can burn also. So that's why we dilute them and then we use it. So you can see here, the potato has become which color?
Ma'am, blue and black color.
Yes.
Ma'am, black and blue color.
So it is
Black
like
and
that
blue
because
color.
we have used dilute of iodine.
Black and blue.
Yes. So now see what they have written. Observe if there is any change in the color of the food item. Did it turn blue black? Obviously, yes. So yes, it turned blue black. So then what it shows? What is the result?
That
Underline the next line.
potato.
Yes. So underline the next line on page number 10. On page number 10, the very first line you have to underline. A blue-black color indicates that it contains starch. Okay. So you have seen that potato contains starch and it can be proved by putting 2-3 drops of iodine solution on the potato. It will turn into blue black. So that shows that it contains starch. Clear? Any doubt in this? Very simple it was.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, see, so the first test we have done, and this activity is to be done in the notebook also. We will not do it right now, but at the end of the chapter after finishing the question answers, like the way we used to do by writing proper aim, requirements, procedure, observation result. So like that we have to do. So out of these tests, starch test, protein test and fat test, 2 tests you have to write in your notebook. Starch and fats. Protein test, though we will perform, I will show you, but no need to write in the notebook. That is not in your syllabus. Okay, only 2 tests we will write in the notebook. That is starch and the fats test. Clear? Now next is test for protein. But test for protein we will do tomorrow because that is long, it is little lengthy and it will take more time. Okay, so that is because more chemicals are involved in the protein test. So that we will do tomorrow. So now come to test for fats. Test for fats is also very simple and you must have checked yourself also. Just wait. Okay, all of you eat chips, Uncle chips, Lays and other items. Do you eat?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
after eating chips or kurkure or whatever you eat, so have you ever observed that your hands become oily after eating them?
Yes, ma'am.
Your hands become oily, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Then from what is that oil then? From where it is coming?
Ma'am, the
From the chips.
Yes, definitely.
they are fried lays.
Yes, very good. Because that are all fried items that you eat. So you know we fry the food items in what? In
Oil.
oil. Yes. So that
Oil.
is
Some
yes.
oil.
When we eat chips or something, so then after eating our hands become oily because of the fats present in that. That's why we say no, we should not eat in excess. These junk foods should not be eaten in excess because they contain too much fats. They are all fried and you know that fried items are cooked in oil, so they contain lot of fats. So what is fats? That oil is simply, it is the fat. Okay, that test you can do simply, or you can just do very simple test also. What I have done, so I have taken one food item, any food item you can take that is a cooked one, because you know most of these paranthas, vegetables, everything we when we cook these items, so what do we use? We use some oil,
Oil.
no? Yes, we use some oil. Every food item that is cooked, that contains some oil. Okay, so what I have taken, I have taken some parantha. Okay, and I have just crushed it in the piece of paper, in the paper. You might have done this before eating any samosa or pakoda. Who removed the excess oil by crushing it in the tissue paper
Yes, ma'am.
before eating
मैम
Yes.
कभी
Ma'am,
कभी
tissue
the
paper.
pakodas?
Ma'am, tissue paper.
Yes. So before eating pakodas or samosas, we usually do this. No, we just take one tissue paper and we just press it like this. So why do we do like that?
to remove the oil.
Yes. So to remove the excess oil, because we do not need that much oil. So you can see here the paper has become wet.
Oily.
The paper has become oily.
Oily.
Yes. And this oil is what? This oil is fat.
Fat.
Yes, this oil is fat, and you will keep it like this only. Now, for the whole day, if you will keep it like this, it will not evaporate. It will remain like this only. Okay, it will remain like this. It will not evaporate. But if some water is dropped on the paper, then what will happen? The water will remain till evening or not?
No, ma'am, it will evaporate.
Water will evaporate because oil will remain on the paper as it is. It will not evaporate. Now you will find out. I'm giving you one question, that why does oil not evaporate? Okay, you will find out the answer of this question. कि oil evaporate क्यों नहीं होता है? Why water easily gets evaporated and why the oil does not? Okay, that you will find out. So this is a simple test which you can also do. Any food item you take, and take a piece of paper and then just crush it, and the paper will become oily. So that oil is what? Oil is simply the fat. Okay, I'm going to read now the paragraph for test for fats. This was also very simple. Take a small quantity of a food item, wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it like the way I did it. Take care that the paper does not tear. Now straighten the paper and observe it carefully. Does it have an oily patch? Yes, I already showed you that it has an oily patch. Hold the paper against light. You know, if you will hold the paper against light like this, so you will see that it has become translucent. Otherwise, you know, paper is opaque. You know about opaque, transparent and translucent objects?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
yes.
Okay, opaque means through which we cannot see, light does not pass, and translucent is through which we can see some light is coming through, and transparent is completely transparent, through which you can easily see the other side. Okay, so when the oily patch has come on the paper, so if you will hold it towards the bulb or towards the window, you will be able to see that where the oily patch is now, that area has become translucent. From there, the little light can pass through. Okay, I can observe it. You can also do it. This also you can do it, because this fats test, it does not require any chemical. Okay, so this you can also try it at home. So then they say, are you able to see the light faintly through this patch? Yes, I am able to see because I have done it. So when you will do it, you will also be able to see it. An oily patch on paper shows that the food item contains fat. Underline this line. An oily patch on paper shows that the food item contains what? Fat. The food items may sometimes contain a little water also.
Fat.
Yes, Riddhi.
मैम ये एक्टिविटीज आप जो बता रहे हैं मैम, ये लिखनी है नोटबुक में?
Not now. We will write it at the end of the chapter after finishing the question answers. Okay, not now.
Okay, ma'am.
Now only I am showing you. We are only performing, but written part we will do at the end. Clear? And hope all of you have filled the attendance form also. Ma'am has shared. Okay, don't forget to fill, please. Okay, The food items may sometimes contain a little water. You know that water is also there present in the food item, but water will evaporate. Therefore, after you have rubbed an item on paper, let the paper dry for a while. If there were any water that may have come from food, it would dry up after some time. So I told you that water, if the water is present in the food item, it will evaporate, but the oily patch, it will not evaporate. If no oily patch shows up after this, the food item does not contain any fat. So it is not necessary that all the food items contain fat. You can say you can take any raw ingredient, any raw tomato or any salad item you can take. Okay, that only contain water. If you will rub it on the paper and then after some time that water will evaporate. So if there is no oily patch, the food item does not show any oily patch, that means it does not contain fats. Okay, but if the oily patch comes, then only the item contains fat. Now, what do these tests show? Are fats, proteins, and starch present in all the food items that you tested? Does a food item contain more than one nutrient? And do you find any food item that does not contain any of these nutrients? Okay, so there is one table, table 2.2. Okay, this you can do as homework. Here, different food items are given, and you can test them for starch and fat. Okay, no need to bring the chemicals. You can simply ask your parents, or you can simply Google it, or try to grab the information from different sources. Fat test you can easily do, but starch test, for doing starch test you need to have iodine, but no need to bring the iodine from anywhere. Just grab the information from other sources. Okay, so different food items are given, and then you have to write whether starch is present or not, whether protein is present or not, or whether fat is present or not. Clear? And protein test we have not done, so no need to do protein yet. Yes, who is speaking?
Ma'am, can we bring, ma'am, what chemicals are required for the test?
But chemicals are required, but you will not get the chemicals easily. Chemicals are only given to the laboratories, not to all. Okay. So these are the things, and when we will be testing these food items for the presence of different nutrients, then we will come to know that all the nutrients are not present in all the food items. ऐसे नहीं होता है, ठीक है? Means if you know that potato contains this carbohydrate, starch is there, and it does not contain any protein. Okay, so it will not
Ma'am?
give protein test. Yes.
Please show the potato.
Please show the potato. Potato is like this. It is still blue black. Okay. I have used diluted iodine. That's why little color has come. I can show it in the concentrated also. Now I don't have concentrated iodine, but we will try to do with concentrated also. So then it will become proper blue black. It will become. Tomorrow I'll show you with concentrated also. Okay. It will become completely blue black. So you can see the difference, no? This was the one which is not blue black. No iodine is there on this, and on this iodine I have put. Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
One has turned blue black because I have put iodine on it, and other is not. Clear? Okay, so I was telling you that all the nutrients do not contain all the no, all the food items do not contain all the nutrients. It is not like that one food item contain all protein, be a carbohydrates, be a fats, be a. It may contain one or two, but not more than that. Okay, so majority means it will contain more fats, less proteins, something like that. So variation will be there, not exactly the same amount. So that's why we always say that we need to add different varieties of food item, because these nutrients are very important for the growth and repair of our body. And if these are lacking in our diet, so then the person can suffer from what? The person can suffer from,
Ma'am, deficiency of nutrients.
yes, deficiency diseases we call them. Okay, deficiency diseases, what are these that we will study on later. Clear? So today we have done two tests, that is the starch test and the fats test. Okay, so read it from the book and try to understand them nicely and bring questions. That is very important. So tomorrow bring questions that, ma'am, why this happened and why did this. So I have given you one question. I hope you remember that why oil does not evaporate, though water does. Clear? So find out the answer of that question and tell me tomorrow. So meeting is going to end. I hope all of you have filled the attendance. And today only one question that you will
Excuse me,
find out.
ma'am.
I'll not give you any assignment today. Yes, fast.
Ma'am, how can we do the experiments without using any chemical?
We'll discuss tomorrow because now there's no time. Okay, no need to bring any chemicals. Don't bother your parents.